Oh, he just jumped out. I was trying to catch him while he was sitting in the box. Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. It has been a tomato marathon, and apparently my camera is fogging up against the horn. Sorry! Anyway, let's go ahead and get to that footage and see what we've been up to. Okay, if you can't tell, I've got a lot of tomatoes to get working through today. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started on these, and I'll be right back. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is go through and cut all the tomatoes up. Just going to chunk them up into pieces about that big because we have the big tomato press, and it's a fantabulous machine. So I know that this part of it is just kind of boring, and I'm not going to make you sit through all this, but I have an awful lot of tomatoes to get through this morning. So I'm just going to leave that right here. And when we get closer to running the tomato press, when we get it out and set up, I'll bring you back then. But for right now, I've got an awful lot of tomatoes to get through. Okay, I've got all of the tomatoes cut, and we're getting ready. We're going to put the tomato crusher together, and we're going to get to working on that. There are 5 big bowls of cut tomatoes, so it's going to take a little bit to get all that done, but we got to get the tomato presser put together first. So hold on, and we'll get that put together. Okay, I'm going to turn this around so I can make sure that I'm on here. We've got everything all set up and put together, and what we're going to do is we're going to start running some of these tomatoes through, and since it can be really, really loud, actually I'm going to put a little break in here, and then Mark can set it to, you know, not be quite so loud, maybe a little music, and speed it up a little bit. So hold on, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is the first batch of sauce. We still have many, many, many more tomatoes to go through, but you can see just how wonderful that already looks. But I'm going to go ahead and get this dumped into the big pan so we can start getting it heated up, and we're going to continue on. Okay, going to try to steal a little look down in the pots. There are two pretty full, nice sized pots over here full of lots of tomato sauce. Now it's going to take a few hours to get those down a bit. Just going to boil them down just for a little while. But it is going to take a couple of hours, and there is a mess behind me on the metal table to clean up. So I'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, I know this is kind of a weird angle, but this is the side of the oven I've got it in. I have got this boiled down to just one pot, and it's about that full. If I can show you how thick this is. But I did run an immersion blender through it just a little bit ago, and I didn't put it on camera because it's so loud, but it's just about time to start getting everything ready to get it canned up, and I'm going to pressure can it, so I gotta go get the canner and all the jars and stuff ready. So if you hold on just a few minutes, I'll be right back and we'll get going on that. Okay, I've got my water in my canner and I have that warming up, and back here I have my lids in hot water warming up. And what I'm going to do is can these in pints, and I'm going to give them about 1 inch of head space so I don't have any blowout in the canner. Then I'm going to wipe the rims, put a lid and a ring on, and actually I'm going to double stack them in the canner. Should be able to fit about 18 of them in there. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this, and probably go ahead and put a break in here, but see if I can't get a camera angle to look down in there as I fill them up. I don't think I can get this thing up much higher, but I'll try, so hold on. Okay, I did forget to mention that I did put some lemon juice, put a half a teaspoon of lemon juice in each jar. There I've got one filled right to the top of where the jar starts to curve. But I'm going to go ahead and put that break in here, and you can watch the canner fill up. Hold on. Okay, they're all full in here. One thing to remember when you double stack jars is that you have to leave a space here to make sure that the little button can operate. But I'm going to go ahead and get the lid on here. And then we're going to turn this up on high. And then we're going to go from there. I am going to process them for 30 minutes. Once it starts spinning and hissing, I'm going to process it for 30 minutes. So I'll bring you back just as soon as they're ready to come out. Okay, the tomato marathon is complete. It is a little after 11, and we started at 11 o'clock yesterday. There are 18 pints and 1 leftover quart, which is probably going to be supper tonight. And get down here and look. You can see they are still bubbling. So it's going to take them a few minutes to cool off enough to pop. And then they're going to start pinging and popping. So hold on and I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully we fixed that issue. Anyway, it has been a very busy 24 hours. I had a lot of tomatoes, and it took us almost exactly 24 hours to get completely through them. But we did get a lot of really good tomato sauce canned up, and a leftover quart for supper. And there's a wasp. Okay, maybe he'll go find something else to do. But anyway, one of the first things that I want to say is all of our thoughts and prayers are with everybody with Hurricane Laura. I saw the footage this morning, and it's just absolutely devastating. But I hope that today's video finds everybody safe and happy. And if you were anywhere near the path of that terrible storm, we hope you have a wonderful recovery. I know it's living in North Carolina. We had quite a few really heavy storms, so we know what it feels like and how devastating they can be. But just know that we're thinking of you, and hopes and wishes for a speedy recovery, and hoping. Actually, my biggest hope would be that we find everybody safe and happy. But yeah, I don't like seeing that kind of stuff on the news. But anyway, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell. It will let you know when something else is distracting me, like the really neat dump truck driving up the road. Sorry. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything at all on your mind, if you were in the path of the hurricane and need some thoughts and prayers, you go ahead and put those in the little box below too. I do have quite a few more chores that I need to get to today, and actually we have kind of a busy afternoon plan. But I'm really happy to have at least the first load of tomatoes out of the way. And there are certainly more out there that are going to need picked here in a day or two. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. We've got some things that we've got to get to this afternoon. But don't forget, we love you, and we'll see you in the next one.